Hey, also, I went out and bought a Glock 43X, and I figured I'd review it today. Oh, wait, hang on. Wrong piece of Tupperware. Here it is. Here we are on the bench, looking at the 43X, and I gotta say, I'm gonna attempt to try to review this like a normal gun. I know a lot of Glock reviewers get just kind of compared to a bunch of other Glocks, and it can be kind of annoying if you're a first-time gun buyer or someone that doesn't own a bunch of Glocks. So I'm gonna try and review it like a normal gun. Taking a look at it, right? So the 43X is a Gen 5 gun for the most part, except for one big thing you'll notice is Gen 5 guns for the most part have ambidextrous slide release. This one does not. If you're a lefty, that can be kind of annoying. As a righty, it doesn't bother me. Something to keep in mind. What it does have as far as Gen 5 is it does have the front side serrations, which are nice, aid in the racking of the slide. The magwell is flared. Don't know how well that shows up there. It's pretty dark in there, but you can just take my word for it that it's a little bit of flared magwell. It doesn't flare out at the bottom, but it does flare on the inside of the mag. Well, yeah, but other than that, pretty much Gen 5. Gen 5 trigger. The Glock trigger has slowly gotten better over time. Right, I'll show here, right, take up, there's your break, right, and your reset is a little long, but not terrible, right, show it again, break, and your reset. It does have the traditional dingus on the Glock. There is no external safety of any kind other than the dingus, which for concealed carry, which is what this gun is kind of geared towards, it's kind of a nice feature. I'm not going to show takedown because takedown is very simple on these. Again, just like any other Glock. I know I said I wasn't going to compare them to them, but again, if you look up Glock disassembly, it will show it quite simply. So, no MB slide release. The sights on this are traditional Glock cup and ball. They're serviceable. I know some people don't like them. I don't really mind them. It kind of provides a nice, clean sight picture there. We can get it lined up. Not really that big a deal. And if you don't like them, they are replaceable. You can knock out that and change the sights easily. So, sights are nice on the gun. Nothing fancy. I do like the texture on this. It's like a nice little, like, I don't know, I guess like little squares, whatnot. It does make gripping the gun pretty easy. I can get a full 3-finger grip on the gun fairly. Not, a ton of extra room, but you don't really need the extra room because as long as you can get the grip, it's just fine. So that is nice. Something I did notice here is most Glocks come with replaceable back straps. In fact, the pin is there for the back strap. I believe that's also something else to do with takedown. If you're taking a gun apart completely, don't quote me on that. But there are no replaceable back straps from Glock. Other companies might make them, but they don't come in the case with you. What you do get is you get two 10-round magazines. Now this is kind of where I gotta say Glock kind of dropped the ball on this, because if you've followed anything about the Glock 43X, you'll know that there are shield arm 15-round magazines. And I will show here, the mags are identical in size and shape. I'll show in the gun, we would put the Glock 10-rounder in, right? And then I would put the Shield Arms 15-rounder. Absolutely no difference. So whatever voodoo magic they put into this, I'm surprised Glock hasn't done to their mag. So I will do a test of the Shield Arms later, but for now, I'm just talking about this. With the factory mags, I've noticed absolutely no reliability issues. The gun has run perfectly. Unfortunately, I don't have any targets because I've shot it few and far between just because of the ammo shortage, but I had pretty good accuracy, exactly what you'd expect out of Glock. So overall, really nice little gun for concealed carry. That's what it's geared towards. The gun is, it's not a range toy, it's not a full-size duty gun, it's a good concealed carry gun. Again, my only thing that I don't like is I don't like the mag capacity of only being 10 rounds from the factory, but with the addition of the Shield Arms mag, you get basically Glock 19 capacity. Speaking of the Glock 19, I actually have one here, and I wanted to show the difference in size. So again, some people ask, why not just have a Glock 19? While these guns are the same height, right? I can show here they're I don't know how well you can see, but they're basically the same height. The 43X might be ever so slightly shorter, but for the most part, they're about the same. but in every other dimension it's smaller. So it's not as wide. The 43X is narrower, and plus it's also shorter. Now you do lose, with it being shorter, you do lose barrel length, but again, 9mm self-defense situation, the little bit of shortened barrel isn't going to be that big of a deal. If that's that big a deal to you, again, Glock 19. Um, so that's pretty much the gun. Again, nice little piece for concealed carry. Couple features I wish it had. I wish it came with the adjustable back straps, because having bigger hands, I usually put on a different back strap. It does not. There might be aftermarket companies, and I do wish that you could get the 15 rounders from Glock. Not sure why they didn't do that, but maybe they had their reason. I don't know. Anyway, the shield arm mags are available, kind of, if you can find them. Finding this, well, let's just say finding this was quite the task, but it was located. So basically, that's my thoughts on the gun. It's a nice gun, good for concealed carry. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them, and have a good day.